I'm just a woman, a lonely woman, waiting on a weary shore. I'm just a woman who's only human, one you should feel sorry for. Woke up this morning around about dawn. Without a warning, I found he was gone. Why did he do it? How could he do it? He hadn't done it before. Am I blue? Am I blue? Ain't these tears in my eyes telling you? Am I blue? Oh, you be too. If you were playing with your man, down fell through. Was a time I was his only one, but now I'm a sad and lonely one. Lord, was I gay until today? Now he's gone and we're through, and I'm blue. Am I blue? Ooh, am I blue? Ain't these tears in my eyes telling you? Am I blue? Oh, you be too. If you're playing with your man, down fell through. Was it time I was his only one, but now I'm the sad and lonely one. Lordy, was I gay until today? Now he's gone and we're through. Am I blue?
Alison Affleck. Great stuff. Tell us a bit about that track.
Well, that one, Am I Blue? Gosh, that's a real moldy oldie, that one. Most of the songs I tend to be drawn to are very old. That one is 1929, and it was written by Harry Axt. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. And Grant Clark. Interestingly, the great majority of the songs that I seem to be doing have been written by, composed, or co-written by a man called Ralph Rainier. And the really nice thing was that his grandson got in touch with me and wrote me this incredible, I think it was about 3 pages of beautiful, beautiful compliments and really touching, heartfelt words. And he said that if his grandfather had been alive today, he would have absolutely loved the way that I sing. Easy Living was his favorite one. But coincidentally, Ralph Rainier also wrote on What a Little Moonlight Can Do, which you heard earlier, and also a couple more songs that I think we're going to play if there's time. And for me, that was kind of a turning point, and I thought, well, maybe I should take myself a little bit more seriously. If this guy is saying such beautiful things about me, then maybe I'm not so bad after all. But people who know me know that I'm completely bashful when it comes to that kind of thing, even though I might not sound it right now. But the one thing that I like most about this kind of music is that it's not all about the singer. And I've always I've always believed that for me, it's an excuse to have these incredible musicians up on the stage with me. And I've been very, very lucky that some of the best musicians, I think, hands down, and not just in Edinburgh, have said yes when I've asked them. So I'm just going to mention some of their names right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Name drop her.
I will name drop. These guys featured on the album, which is the tracks that you're hearing. Of course, my lovely right-hand man, Mr. Tom Davis from Columbus, Ohio. It's not Columbus, Ohio, is it, Tom? Sorry. But it is Ohio. So he is the right-hand man of me, and he is on the guitar. Then I have the wonderful Owen McDonald. He plays double bass with me a lot, and I love him to bits. And then, of course, he's a second-generation double bass player because Father is also a double bass player, and he likes the early stuff too. In fact, interesting story, when I first moved to Edinburgh, two things were going on. I thought, I need to make friends. So I started to go to the dance community events. And then Wiggum's Jazz Club had just started out, literally, I think, about 2 months before. And I went down there, nervous, thinking, oh my goodness, I haven't sung jazz in a couple of years. And the crew there, of course, are wonderful and have been very supportive to me. Kevin Dorian and Graham Knox, they've both been so supportive, not just to me, but to many singers and musicians in Edinburgh and beyond. So I went up and I spoke to this guy with the double bass. I was like, do you know Me, Myself and I? And he got this great big smile on his face and says, yeah, and no one's ever asked me to do that one before. So for me, that was kind of the starting point in Edinburgh. But of course, I have gone on a tangent, so let me go back onto the track. On the album, also, Kevin Dorian, who I just mentioned, who runs the Wiggum's Jazz Club with Graham Knox. He's the drummer. And on keys, it's Campbell Normand. He's been very supportive of me as well. Mm-hmm. And then the fabulous Mr. Dick Lee on clarinet, bass clarinet, and saxophone. There is no end to this man's talents. And I thoroughly enjoy when he plays with us because there's a great little interaction, and he keeps making kissy noises down the clarinet, which inevitably makes me giggle during a song. But I think, to me, that reveals the essence of this particular time frame, the early jazz styles, or the Tin Pan Alley, where it's about having fun and being together and enjoying each other's company and not being greedy, allowing everybody a chance to express themselves musically.
Well, it was developed, obviously, around a time when, there was a depression and people wanted to get together in the dance halls and in these smoky rooms, I suppose, and just get together, enjoy themselves and let their hair down, I suppose, in a way. That's what it was all about.
Absolutely. It was about forgetting all the things that were going on. And a lot of the songs that I like, the Tin Pan Alley era and, earlier and afterwards, these came around during Prohibition America time. Yep. So, yeah, of course, there was the big thing, well, we're not really supposed to be drinking. Of course they were. But let's have a riot, And the Lindy Hop, of course, is a street dance that came out of Harlem. Gosh, way back when. The dates of these things are always sort of negotiable, aren't they? It depends who you're talking to. Yeah. But the sheer joy that is experienced from performing, from listening, and from dancing to this early kind of music is incomparable.
Now, you were talking about the dancing thing. We were talking about that off air, certainly when track 3 was playing there, and there's a bit that trips up the dancers. So you got involved in the dance scene, you said, when you came to Edinburgh, and it's thriving now. It's a thriving scene.
Yeah, the really amazing thing for me, like I said, when I started out, Wiggum's Jazz Club had just started out, and I was new in town. And at the Counting House, there's Ed & Bop. They run swing dancing every Wednesday. I hope you guys are listening because I'm giving you a lot of plugs here. So I would go down to that, and they're doing Lindy Hop. And at the time, my favorite style was always the Balboa, and that tends to be danced more to sort of the bounce beat, which is often heard in the Tin Pan Alley and the early styles. And yeah, the time that I've been here, is it almost 4 years, I think, it has absolutely grown in popularity. Wiggum's is booming. The dancers often come down to Wiggum's. The dance clubs have expanded. There's other venues now. And of course, this is one of the reasons I'm bringing about Stomping at the Summer Hall in a hope to try and expand it further onto Friday nights.
That's happening, is it it's next Friday night.
Next Friday the 3rd.
And Summer Hall, that is, for those that don't know, it's the old Dick Vet building at the end of the Meadows, which is an absolutely fantastic venue. And what time does it all kick off?
8:30, and I think the first band, the Dixie Six, will be on at about 9. TJ Muller is in the US right now with Pokey Lafarge. Plugs. But the Dixie Six are absolutely fantastic. And then our band, Vieux Carré, are going to be following them.
Excellent stuff. And tickets at the door, or how do people get tickets?
Tickets at the door, but it's preferable that you book them online. It just makes the whole process a lot smoother, for me especially.
Okay, and do you know the website that we book them? Or?
I believe it is just summerhall.org. Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't come very prepared.
If you
for that.
just do a search for Summerhall, and you'll find the ticket office section on their page there, and you can book that for a week on Friday. Now we're going to play another track, but just track number 4. Tell us a wee touch about this.
This one is Easy Living. This is the one that I mentioned about Ralph Rainier's grandson getting in touch with me. I don't generally do slow songs, but this one has a beautiful bass clarinet with Mr. Dick Lee and some beautiful stuff by Tom Davis as well.
Excellent.
Easy living, it's easy to live when you're in love, and I'm so in love. There's nothing in life but you. I never regret the years I'm giving. They're easy to give when you're in love. I'm happy to do whatever I do for you. For you. Maybe I'm a fool, but it's fun. People say you rule me with one wave of your hand. Darling, it's grand. They just don't understand.